Okay, so good evening everyone and Happy New Year as well. So we have really controversial topics today about Based on Clean Code, book written by Robert C. Martin that comments. Yeah, the chapter I went through is like he has lots of suggestions like what is good, what is bad. Yeah, but when I read through actually I cross over all kinds of things as a personally by myself. I think all of us also does in practical implementations of the comments. And truly speaking, actually before the presentation I didn't even think about like these comments is that much important into the when we write codes, because we always thought that, okay, when we're writing this committing or something, you just write some comments into the Git, that's it. But inside the code, it's like a different way of thinking, because when we write, it's just committing some codes, we just write okay, what it does. Yeah, and we thought, okay, everyone understands. But for this way he suggests, it's I think it's mainly a little bit of like a back in days when before Git, so how it can be more clean and those so yeah. But I think in also present life on like current implementation code implementation, those suggestions also quite handy in my opinion. Yeah, so we can get started. Yeah, we don't need anything if we just have this kind of way of doing coding. And
talk about controversy.
yes. Yes, if we do it like this way, yeah, most stressful job in the world. Yeah, writing codes next to your boss. Yeah, then we don't need to follow any kind of suggestions of Martin. You just need to make your boss happy. Yeah, so go through it's the suggestions he made. First thing is notice that explain yourself in code. It's I put it like a very short example, when we write a code, you can write like this on the top, check to see if there's some comments, then you put your code. Or if it's a self-explanatory, like employee, it's mainly actually naming, it's morely connected with the naming of the suggestions he made into the first chapter of the book. How, if the naming is explanatory, then it avoids so many things. You don't need to write these comments, because comments are necessarily not needed if its code is really good. Yeah, that's what the suggestions. Yeah, and I don't know if anyone have any more ideas or something that you guys also can say anything. The next suggestions is more not to write redundant comments. It's actually kind of reminds me of my back in old school days when I was studying and here also. Yeah, I was writing comments like this in front of every single line of code. Yeah, which doesn't make any sense nowadays, but yeah, but it's really a good suggestion, because there is no point, because we already know what we are doing. If it's student age is greater than, so you don't need to write a comment, maybe for someone who has no idea about logic or anything, maybe for them. But a person who is writing a code, I think they have already some logics in their implementation. And then this one is quite funny about that, the way he said, don't add noise. I think it's more like this noise is more close to this redundant using of comments, especially in the first example, the day of the month, then you declare your variable. Okay, it's actually not needed. Yeah, but this one I think it's more familiar with us if anyone works with C# or Java. The moment you create class, then it comes those things. Yeah, default constructions, actually I don't know, do we need it? It's already anyone can see what it is. And the next one is this famous Java comments. If anyone works with Java, I think we all have seen those beautiful comments. Yeah, and this last one is this one is actually, truly speaking, I still use that one. Like a start of methods, you write something into the comments. When you are writing some functions or methods, you write some comments on top of it. Okay. Yeah, I still do. I don't know about others, but I still do. But in his suggestions, it's kind of a noise. No need. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, those goes to this noise into him. Then, yeah, don't use closing brace comments. Yeah, it catches actually really. Yeah, it's in the example he put actually. Yeah, it's fine. At least I don't know. Is anyone ever used it like this way? Okay. Okay.
I used the end of class
Oh, okay. Okay.
long ago
Ah,
when I
yeah.
was student.
Yeah, as a student, I was doing this
As a
other way.
student, I do it
Every
all the
lines,
time,
I
yeah.
have a comments. Yeah, yeah. This one is also, yeah. I was thinking, okay, why need it? Yeah, maybe better. This code example is also C. So back in days, it's maybe a little bit different how it like the coders write codes.
Suppose if you have a pretty long method, like 5 levels of nesting, tells you
Okay.
the beginning of the loop from the end, so you know which one is this.
Oh, okay.
Or if you're doing assembly like I was doing,
Mhm.
then it's kind of hard to tell which one actually ends here. It doesn't tell you, just jump somewhere.
Okay. So you have
How
like a
would
lots
you
of
know
process. Yeah.
what's the meaning of the
Mhm.
jump, so you have to document.
Oh, okay.
But in this case,
Yeah, but in assembly, yeah, you have the jumps.
you have
so
to comment it because otherwise it's
Yeah.
unreadable.
You know.
And it used to be worse. Now you still have some labels and stuff. Modern versions. Back in the day. Not so.
Yeah. And then, yeah, this is the suggestions. Like he said, that don't comment out course, just removed. Yep, I don't know. Also same. It's still even nowadays. Also, I continue this practice in other way. Like I just comment out my codes to see. I think all of us we do the same. I don't know. Yeah, maybe someone remove their codes. Anyone?
I removed it. But sometimes it's like, okay, we are going to need this in the future. So I just cut it and paste it somewhere else.
Oh,
Google
that's a.
Drive or something like that.
Oh, okay, that's
Yeah.
a good idea. Yeah. In my case, I just comment out. So let's see if something comes up. I know where it is.
We had, for some projects, we had GitHub,
Mm-hmm.
the merge. Some of the options were blocked, so you couldn't upload your changes unless everything is perfect.
Mhm.
So
Mhm.
we needed to cut.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, in that case, maybe, yeah. But so for my small work experience and also based on all learning experience, what I do, like comment out. So if sometimes I need it, I go back and just comment it out and try to play around with it. Yeah. But it's a good idea just to put it somewhere. Yeah. Yeah. Then the next suggestion is like, yeah, use an explanation of intent or clarification of code. It's like actually more goes with this nowadays what we do, like when we do the commit into the Git, we always explain there like what these changes is coming and those, but this is more like what I understood according to his suggestions, that same thing can be written also on top of the like some methods or like long lines of codes that okay what it will does if it's needed to be clear that way, it's better that way. Yeah. But nowadays, I think we skip this process with this when we commit the code. So there we write all things. Yeah. Then this is actually quite funny, but also catches my eyes. I don't know, like use as warning of consequences the comments. Yeah. I like never experienced this way. I don't know if anyone have any experience like this, like warning of consequences.
I would put that one into a class that has slow tests.
Mm-hmm.
Like make a test fixture that has all the slow tests.
Uh-huh.
So that the name already says that these are very slow. And then ignore the test.
Oh, okay. Okay, anyone?
This is a good
Okay.
idea though.
Okay.
If you don't read it before you run it, that may be the only thing you run that day.
Okay.
So I suppose that's a good idea.
Oh, okay. Yeah, nice to know. Yeah. Yeah, but it's for me. I was like, okay, it's more goes close with this clear like explanation. What is it does intent? Yeah, but then when like this example is like, okay, maybe yeah, it can have different way implementation. Yeah. Yeah, that's so far found. Yeah, this is the end. Yeah, so far my understandings. Thanks.
Cool.
Great.
Give a pause.
Okay, thank you. Any questions or I'm going already?
Yeah, why are you leaving?
Yeah.
Oh.